In a quiet town where everyone knew each other, there lived a man named Daniel Carter. Daniel was known as kind, honest, and incredibly open, maybe too open. If you asked how he was, he'd tell you everything: his worries, his plans, his deepest fears. He believed that complete honesty built trust, and for many years it seemed to work. Daniel was an assistant manager at a local company. He worked hard and treated everyone fairly. His co-workers liked him, especially a man named Mark, who often joined him for lunch. Mark would listen intently as Daniel shared his thoughts, nodding and calling him a true friend. One day, feeling stressed, Daniel confided in Mark, "I feel stuck. I do so much work, but I don't think the boss sees it. Sometimes I worry I'm just not leadership material." Mark smiled warmly. "You're too hard on yourself. It's good you're honest about your doubts." Daniel felt relieved, believing he had lightened his burden by sharing it. At home, he was just as open, discussing financial worries with neighbors and family disagreements at barbecues. "People should know the real me," he'd say. "What kind of trust is there if you hide things?" Across the street lived an elderly man, Mr. Howard. He was quiet and observant. One evening, as Daniel helped him with groceries, he once again started talking about his work frustrations. When he finished, Mr. Howard said gently, "Son, honesty is a virtue. But wisdom decides when and with whom to be honest." Daniel just laughed it off. A few weeks later, rumors started spreading at work. Coworkers grew distant. Soon, Daniel was in his manager's office. "Daniel," the boss began, "I've heard concerns that you lack confidence for a leadership role, that you've expressed doubts about your own abilities." Daniel's heart sank. He had only shared those thoughts with Mark. I was just being honest," he stammered. The manager replied, "Honesty is good. But leadership requires confidence. We've decided to promote someone else." Daniel was stunned. That same week, a neighbor backed out of a business idea they had discussed. "I heard you're struggling financially," the neighbor said awkwardly. "I don't think now is the right time." Daniel finally realized his openness had been twisted and used against him. He confronted Mark, who just shrugged and said, "I didn't mean any harm. I just mentioned it." People talk. That night, feeling exposed and betrayed, Daniel sat on his porch. Mr. Howard stopped by. "You look tired," he said. Daniel sighed. "You were right. I shared everything, and now I've lost control of my own story." Mr. Howard sat with him. "Trust is not about silence," he explained. "It's about discernment. Not everyone who listens cares. Some collect information like others collect tools." Daniel asked quietly, "So how do you know who to trust?" Mr. Howard smiled. "Time, consistency, and restraint. Watch how people treat others' secrets. If they gossip to you, they will gossip about you." From that day on, Daniel changed. He wasn't cold, just careful. He focused on results, not complaints. He kept personal matters private and his plans protected. Months later, a new opportunity arose at work. This time, Daniel prepared quietly. When he was promoted, the success felt both earned and safe. One evening, Daniel thanked Mr. Howard. "I thought trust meant sharing everything," he said. "Now I understand it means protecting what matters." Mr. Howard nodded. "A locked door doesn't mean you're hiding something bad. It means you value what's inside." Daniel looked around the peaceful street, finally understanding. He learned to share kindness freely, but truth wisely, because not everything needs to be shared. The real lesson is that trust isn't about telling everyone everything. True wisdom is knowing what to share, when to share it, and with whom. Thanks for watching.